Welcome everyone, Bill Chandler here. You're about to discover a very simple 4-step referral machine for generating an endless stream of highly qualified, hot referrals from the absolute best referral source possible, insurance agents, and why insurance agents are not your enemy, but your best asset. By implementing this one strategy, I've been fortunate enough to make millions from my roofing business over the last 7 years. You heard me correctly, from this one strategy. This one strategy is the only form of marketing we use. The framework for this strategy was passed down to me from some of the best marketers in the world, and I've tweaked, tested, and tweaked some more until it is a proven step-by-step blueprint for generating hot referrals for your roofing business. What I'm about to share with you can take you from making 5 figures to 6 figures, or 6 figures to 7 figures, or even 7 figures to 8 figures like we've done. In our next few minutes together, you're going to discover how to leave behind the exhausting feast or famine rat race of constantly knocking on doors, cold calling, or having to pay for lead generation. You'll be able to eliminate the unmotivated, beaten down, and bad attitudes of your team because they hate knocking on doors. You'll be able to sit back and relax as you leverage local insurance agents and watch as you magnetically attract roof jobs from insurance agents who want to send you referrals. You'll discover why insurance agent referrals are the absolute best possible leads you can get. You'll also learn a simple system without all the high-tech internet algorithms or complicated and time-consuming social media mumbo-jumbo. You'll see an easy-to-implement and stress-free referral system that anyone can put into practice regardless of education, experience, or expertise. Literally, as long as you can smile, be nice, and follow simple instructions, you can start generating referrals, even without knowing a single thing about roofing, restoration, or insurance claims. Now, you're going to want to eliminate all distractions, and if you're wise, you're going to want to take some notes. And if you stay till the end, I've got some special freebies and bonuses that you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to show you how to dominate your market with a very simple but proven system that will generate an endless stream of business and elevate you to the most trusted and referred roofer in your area. You'll see some case studies that will prove the referral machine works not just for me and my company, but for others who have come to me confused and lost. The referral machine is what gives your marketing efforts structure that allows you to scale your business while maintaining the sanity and freedom to enjoy the benefits of owning your own business. And freedom is very important to me as I have a wife and 2 children that I absolutely love spending time with. And what I'm going to share with you today has absolutely nothing to do with internet marketing, search engine optimization, Facebook posts, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, blogging, tweeting, YouTube, and certainly not knocking on doors or cold calling. See, I've built an 8-figure roofing business using this one marketing strategy. And this one strategy isn't being touted by any of the so-called roofing experts or gurus out there. So like I said, eliminate anything that can distract you. Find a quiet spot, turn off your phone, no social media, close any extra windows on your computer, and have something to take some notes. See, if you're like me, you're probably wondering, what makes this different? If you're like me, this probably isn't your first webinar or your first video training. But here's a few things that are different about what you're about to learn today. You're not going to have to be on the hamster wheel of constantly generating leads. Your stress and headaches will be a thing of the past. You will know that a steady stream of referrals are coming to you and seeking you out for your expertise and service. You'll know that your lead generation is systematized and no longer dependent upon undependable door knockers or unmotivated cold callers. It will help you stay more focused, and you'll get results instead of just talking about it. You'll also be able to rediscover the joy and passion you once had for your business. Now, if I may, I'd like to introduce myself so you know who I am and why you should listen to the advice I have. My name is Bill Chandler, and I started my own roofing and restoration company in North Texas with less than $100 in my pocket back in 2011. And I've since grown that business to a $10 million business using the exact system I'm going to share with you here today. I'm also the founder and owner of richroofers.com, which is a coaching program for the best of the best in the roofing and restoration industry. That's me there. I've written 4 books and countless articles on roofing, marketing, supplementing, insurance claims, overhead and profit, you name it. Everything you need to know to become a rich roofer. I've been on TV and invited onto multiple radio shows as a guest speaker to talk about all things related to roofing, restoration, and insurance claims. I've done a few things right. Some people may say I've done a lot of things right, although my wife may argue with that. But I've also done a lot of things wrong. See, it wasn't always like it is now. I struggled big time until I discovered the one thing that changed everything for me. Before that, I tried doing what every other roofer was doing, which was knocking on doors. See, I didn't have the money to advertise on TV or radio. I didn't have money to do anything, actually. In fact, we still don't spend a single penny on any of that kind of stuff. I had so little money that I had to build my own website, manage my own Facebook page, my own Twitter account. Literally, I did it all. I was a one-man show. I was the butcher, baker, and candlestick maker. I was constantly searching for a better way, though. See, I hated knocking on doors. Everyone I knew hated knocking on doors. Everyone told me the best thing to do is to get in good with an insurance agent or 2, but none of them seemed to know how. Sure, a few of them had 1 or 2 agents that referred them, but if I was going to build my business around insurance agent referrals, I needed to do more than just have relationships with 1 or 2 insurance agents. I struggled a lot through my first couple of years, but ended up making about $65,000. Now guys, please understand, I am not perfect by any means. In fact, I left so much money on the table that it's actually embarrassing, all because I did not know what I was doing. I made a lot of mistakes starting out. And before starting my roofing company, I literally lost everything when the economy crashed in 2008. Well, almost everything. I got to keep my house and a car, and my family, of course, but nothing else. The bank even seized the only account that had any money left in it, so I was broker than broke. After the economy crashed, I was reduced to driving a limo all hours of the night just to put food on the table. But after making a leap of faith to start a roofing business, that $65,000 was enough to pay the bills and hire a coach. And that coach was Dan Kennedy. If you don't know who Dan is, Google him and you'll quickly see he's one of the most highly respected marketing experts or geniuses in the entire country. Now, in an effort to be completely transparent, I didn't actually hire Dan Kennedy. No way I could afford him personally, but I could afford one of his coaches. Back in 2011, I paid about $400 a month, and that $400 a month got me roughly 30 minutes a month where this coach would work with me on my business. And with Dan's guidance, my coach and I went to work. I told him I hated knocking on doors, so that option was out. I had learned that referrals were the best and most profitable customers, so with that knowledge, we went to work to create a system that leveraged the extreme power of insurance agent referrals. How many of you can relate to this slide? I literally get dozens and dozens of emails a week touting and promoting the latest marketing strategies. So believe me when I say I've been in your shoes and I understand how marketing has become so complicated and confusing. Everyone you listen to is contradicting the last person you listened to. I mean, it seems like you have to be an IT genius from Silicon Valley anymore just to market your business. All the experts are telling you to do things like post on Facebook every day, post in groups every day, do Facebook Live, post on Instagram or Snapchat, make YouTube videos, do a podcast, have a blog, tweet, redo your website, have search engine optimization, or network. Don't even get me started on networking. And all of this does nothing but equal confusion and overwhelm. See guys, trust me, I know. I discovered all this the hard way, through trial and error. See, I know your struggles. I know what it's like out there in the marketing world. I know the anxiety that comes with constantly dealing with the low morale of weary and underconfident door knockers. Because let's be honest, door knocking is just hard. I know the frustration of feeling there's no better option than knocking on doors because that's what everyone else is doing and feeling trapped to keep doing the same. I know the despair that comes when you know the best customers are referrals, and more specifically, referrals from insurance agents, but you don't know how to get insurance agents to refer you. and the fear of trying something new because you've probably been burned before by someone promising to produce results with the latest techniques and technology. I also feel your pain of frustration with high employee turnover, endless hours and money wasted on constantly training new people, and the pain of misery and the doubt of whether or not you're ever going to find competent and committed salespeople who won't quit when something better or easier or more comfortable comes along. I know the dread that you, the owner, will have to go back into the field yourself and start selling roofs again. See, I can't tell you the peace and the security that comes from keeping the same team together. Our project managers and salespeople, they don't quit. They're not constantly looking for better opportunities because they're so frustrated and burned out. Our marketing team members don't quit. They absolutely love what they do, and that's because our system makes it so easy and fun. Because there is absolutely no pitching or selling whatsoever. As a matter of fact, in the last 6 years, we've only had one project manager quit since we implemented this system, and he left because he simply wanted to sell and flip real estate. And he was torn at that about leaving because he enjoyed working with us so much. So here's my question to you. How many of you want an easy way that delivers qualified customers on autopilot? See, I currently have just over 300 insurance agents referring roofing jobs to me, and I don't knock on a single door or make a single cold call. See, I only have 7 years of experience as a roofer, but what I'm sharing with you is a proven system that has allowed me to attract a steady flow of roofing jobs without having to run myself ragged and show up just like every other roofing contractor in town. And my results are certainly not typical. In fact, I don't know another roofing company in the entire country who has 300 insurance agents referring them business. See, the average person who buys any training gets 0 results. Not because the training doesn't work or the strategies don't work, it's because they don't work. They don't take action on what they've been trained. Now, let's get into what is exactly a referral machine. Okay, there's 4 components to a referral machine. Number 1 is the value and benefit of referrals. Number 2 is the perfect source. Number 3, the perfect system. And then number 4 is the use of leverage to help you scale and grow your business. Now, number 1 is understanding the value and benefit of referrals. Just a few of the benefit of referrals are, obviously, better clients or customers. See, most business owners understand that by and large, the referred client is a better client than one that is generated cold by knocking on doors or any other means of cold calling or lead generation. The referred client has more information about you and is already more comfortable coming into the relationship, so therefore they automatically have less sales resistance. Number 3, for those of you who are nervous or not confident about selling, who are uncomfortable about selling, or who have a staff or a team that is not particularly good at selling, the referred client is definitely better than one that comes in cold because of the amount of pre-selling that has already occurred. Number 4, referrals are not interruption marketing. Now, you may be wondering, what is interruption marketing? Great question. Interruption marketing refers to any marketing activity that interrupts a prospect's attention. Essentially, the goal of interruption marketing is to capture the attention through interrupting of anyone and everyone to generate interest about your product or service. Some common forms include email spam, direct mail, telemarketing, and yes, knocking on doors. The typical homeowner, especially after a hailstorm, is absolutely bombarded with so many marketing messages that it's tough to pay attention to most of them. As a result, almost all homeowners find the interruption marketing to be annoying and rude. And guys, listen, if we're honest, even we will have to admit that we don't like it when our life is interrupted by a stranger knocking on our doors to try to sell us something. It just puts a bad taste in our mouth about the person that's knocking and about the company that they're representing. So if we feel that way, why would we intentionally cause our potential customers to feel that way by knocking on their door? It just doesn't make sense. Plain and simple, people don't like strangers knocking on their doors trying to sell them stuff. Now, the good news is there's a better way, and that is by skillfully getting the homeowner to invite you to share your message. That's right, I said invite you. That's called invitation marketing. And invitation marketing is the exact opposite of interruption marketing, and it's the least expensive and most effective kind of marketing because prospects actually give you their permission to market to them. Invitation marketing, also known as permission-based marketing, refers to any marketing activity where you are invited to deliver anticipated, personalized, and relevant messages to your potential customer. This is very different from interruption marketing in that you have real permission to deliver your message. The homeowner has actually asked you to deliver your message. Just because a customer doesn't throw you off their porch or complain when you knock on their door or send unsolicited emails doesn't mean that they have given you permission to contact them. You want to gain actual permission from your customer in order to improve their trust and engagement with you. The advantage of invitation marketing over interruption marketing is huge. And some of the benefits are, number one, it's simply more cost effective. Invitation marketing utilizes low-cost tools to deliver your message. As such, you're able to dramatically lower your marketing costs. Number two, it leads to higher conversion rates. Invitation marketing is about engaging an audience that is already interested in your product or service. As such, it is much easier to convert your leads into sales. Number three, price elasticity. Another reason that referrals are so desirable is because the referred client is less sales resistant and therefore they are automatically less price resistant. And finally, and probably most importantly, invitation marketing increases trust. When a customer gives you permission to market to them and comes to you via a referral, that customer automatically has a greater level of trust, therefore they're likely to shop less before they get to you. So if you generate a cold prospect by door knocking or online, that person doesn't just see you, they have undoubtedly already had several people knock on their door before or after they've seen you, or they've already seen at least 4 or 5 alternatives while searching the internet before they found you or after they found you. If you're knocking on doors, this number could be a dozen or more other roofing companies that you're now competing with. And if you're looking for a roofer and you ask me, "Hey Bill, do you know anybody that can replace my roof?" And I say, "Of course, I know a great roofer. He did a wonderful job on my roof and I wouldn't consider using anyone else." Now, if you trusted me, you probably wouldn't even talk to any other door knockers and you probably wouldn't even go look for any other roofing companies online. And with competition within the roofing market increasing, it is vitally important to maximize referrals to get the best possible client you can with the least amount of resistance. Now, let's go over some reasons why you don't get referrals. One problem is that there is a profound sense of entitlement in roofing companies and business owners as a whole. Most think that just because they do a good job that they should get referrals. But guys, it doesn't work that way. If you're not intentional about getting referrals, you're not going to get them. Another problem is our own ego. Too often we think that the act of asking is beneath us. Many of us are just too proud to ask for the referrals. Guys, I had this problem with my own project managers. Okay? Another big reason we don't get referrals is because we don't have a system, and this is probably the biggest reason. Consistent referrals don't happen by accident. You must have an intentional system. And finally, business owners don't want to pay for referrals. See, Dan Kennedy told me, "No one gets a free machine." He taught me if you can't pay money to acquire a new client, then you don't have a real business. This should be even more true for referrals because a referral is so much higher quality of a lead and so much more likely to do business with you than someone cold off the street. Most business owners understand that they have to pay money to get a new customer off the street, but they think they're entitled to referrals and they should get those referrals for free. Once you understand that a referral is superior to a cold lead, you should also understand that a referral is infinitely more valuable than a cold lead. Now, there's another long list of why homeowners don't automatically refer. First, Almost nothing happens automatically except bad things. Bad things happen automatically, but good things rarely do. Don't ask me why. I didn't make the rules. See, if I had made the rules, we could stay in shape by doing nothing and get fat by exercising and eating healthy. Now, secondly, it's not your client's job to refer you. The client is not your salesperson. Their job is to give you money, and they are fulfilling that responsibility. See, they've just got other stuff to do. Now, another reason they don't refer automatically that a lot of business owners simply don't understand is that it's a much higher threshold of risk and pain to refer you than it is to actually use you themselves. To refer, the homeowner has to put his reputation on the line, and unfortunately, most of them are just not willing to do that. Now, the second part of a referral machine is the perfect source. Now, the perfect source must be able to be leveraged. See, guys, you've got to stop trading time for money. You must stop prospecting, marketing, and selling to one person to get one sale. It takes more time to sell to one homeowner than it does to one insurance agent. But that single insurance agent can send you hundreds of roof replacements, whereas that one homeowner is probably just going to give you his roof and maybe one more at best. Let's look at an example. Let's pretend you own a Coke machine in the lobby of Walmart. How many of you would only put one can of soda in the machine at a time? That would be crazy, right? Because every time you sold one can of soda, you'd have to stop doing whatever it was you were doing, leave your house, and go refill the machine with one more can of soda. It'd be a very inefficient and ineffective way to do business. But that's exactly how most roofing companies market their business. Instead, wouldn't it make a whole lot more sense to load the machine up with as many cans as absolutely possible? See, this is Marie, a marketing director of one of our roofing company clients. She says, I feel strongly about our agents in that they go out of their way to refer us business. They look forward to seeing me, and some even call me and invite me to coffee. The effectiveness seems to be in the fact that the phone keeps ringing. I've met several others in our industry over the past few months, and I listen to them talk. I never share what we do, so inside I've got a big grin going. They seem to work so hard to get jobs to just stay alive. So without our system, the alternative would be knocking on doors and chasing storms, ultimately resulting in a very unsatisfying and exhausting lifestyle. Maria is a marketing director for a roofing company, and her primary method of marketing her company's business used to be networking. She would attend networking groups, networking lunches, she'd go to mixers after hours, etc., etc., etc. But when we taught her our referral system, now she leads a marketing team and is teaching that team the exponential power of leveraging insurance agents in her local market. Marie nor any member of her team attend a single networking event anymore. She and her team are now laser focused on insurance agents, whereas before they were all over the map with their marketing strategies. And she and her team never have to spend another evening away from home and their families going to networking events. See, how many of you have heard the Chinese proverb, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Marketing and selling to homeowners one at a time will feed you for a day. However, marketing to insurance agents will feed you for a lifetime. As I've already stated, the perfect source is insurance agents. Without a doubt, the absolute best referral source for roofing contractors. Using the magnetic referral machine, my company currently has just over 300 local insurance agents referring us clients who have roofing needs. And those referrals are complete roof replacements. After a hailstorm, we're absolutely flooded with people who are tracking us down, wanting to give us their business. Why? Because they've been referred to us. See, it takes just as much time to market to one homeowner as it does to market to one insurance agent. But that one insurance agent has infinitely more influence with that homeowner than you ever will. Now, let's talk about why insurance agents are your best referral source. Think about it, guys. Who do homeowners call first after a hailstorm? Their insurance agent, right? Almost all of them call their insurance agents before they call anyone else. This gives you a huge advantage over your competition. See, a trained insurance agent will let their homeowners know to stay away from door knockers and storm chasers. A trained insurance agent will send out an email blast to thousands of their clients after a storm, promoting your company and warning homeowners about door knockers. A trained insurance agent will tell their homeowners to only use who they recommend. Now, homeowners already know, like, and trust their insurance agent. See, there may be years or decades of trust and relationship built up between the homeowner and the insurance agent. And that insurance agent will give you, the roofer, vital and priceless third-party credibility and trust. And that trust is automatically transferred to you. See, if you as the roofer come highly recommended by the homeowner's insurance agent, whom they already know, like, and trust, you have an unfair advantage over your competition. So guys, write this down. Many times the homeowner thinks that they have to use the roofer that their insurance agent recommends. And guess what? We let them think that. Right? I mean, why would we tell them differently? Another reason, insurance agents need a quality roofer that they can depend on. See, a good roofer makes the insurance agent look good to his homeowners. And insurance agents, just like all of us, are always wanting to look good. And the best way to look good to someone in time of need is to serve them by meeting their need. See, insurance agents don't want to have to tell their homeowners that they don't have a solution for them when they call. Insurance agents want to be able to provide valuable service by recommending a roofer that will make them look good. Guys, and we make our insurance agents look like rock stars, and they absolutely love us. And they just keep on referring us over and over and over. I think you get the point. Also, about 95% of the time, there's absolutely no selling needed for you to get the job. So you simply come in and simply educate the homeowner on how things work, showing them the damage, what to expect, what is going to happen next. And when we tell them that the next step is to sign on the dotted line, they do. No questions asked. Many times, they don't even realize that they don't have to sign with us. We just educate and take the homeowner by the hand and lead them right where we want them to go. And guys, trust me, from experience, educating is far better than selling and competing. Now, everything I've mentioned obviously leads to higher conversion rates, which leads to a more efficient and profitable business. Working with insurance agents also allows you to charge more for your services. See, another reason that referrals are so desirable is because the referred client is less sales resistant and therefore they're automatically less price resistant. And now the final and biggest reason that you want insurance agents to refer you is that insurance agents will actually be on your side when going after supplements. See, an insurance agent's top priority is to make sure their clients are well taken care of and satisfied. That means they want their homeowner happy. So that means they will actually help you get your supplements approved. Now, as long as your supplements are legitimate and reasonable and within the Xactimate price parameters, you're golden. However, if you're shady and trying to price gouge, this is going to backfire on you. And if you're that kind of contractor, well, guys, honestly, we don't want to work with you because you'll just end up making us look bad as well. Component 3 is the perfect system. Now buckle your seatbelts, guys, because this is where it really gets good. Now this component can be a little complicated if you were trying to create this on your own. There's 7 steps to creating the perfect system. See, Dan Kennedy taught me that if you don't have a reliable, dependable, and consistent method of attracting clients into your business, you don't really have a business. You have a job, because having to constantly churn up business is hard and exhausting work. He also taught me that you want to remove all resistance from your clients so that they enter into your business willingly. And if you've ever knocked on doors, you know that method is full of resistance. So you want to create a path of least resistance for your potential clients to enter into your business. And that's exactly what a referral machine does for you. It totally eliminates almost all of the hurdles that must be overcome when knocking on doors. Step number 1, you must establish rock-solid relationships with your referral sources. Okay? It must cause the insurance agent to, number 1, know you, Number 2, like you. And number 3, trust you. Here's where you want to take it slow and easy into the relationship, just like you were if you were dating. And this is done with our magic script. So you don't go from the first date straight to marriage. Unfortunately, it's very tricky to accomplish this without coming across as needy or manipulative. And this sounds simple, but this is where most roofing companies screw up. See, most companies make the mistake of trying to sell the insurance agent on how great their roofing company is. And this is a huge mistake. And if you screw this up, chances are you'll never get another chance with that insurance agent. See, you get one shot, and if you blow it, you've lost all credibility with that insurance agent. And if you've lost credibility with that insurance agent, they will never refer you. But the magic script ensures that you don't get dumped before you get to marriage. See, most of the 300 insurance agents that refer us just laugh at how roofers come in and try to get them to refer their roofing company. Now, step number 2, it must be implemented in accordance with your staffing capabilities. Now, guys, I'm going to issue a huge warning right here. This system will produce results, so do not bite off more than you can chew. The implementation of this system can literally sink your company if you don't have the infrastructure in place to handle the incoming business. And the last thing that you want to do is ruin your reputation with a bunch of new insurance agents because you can't handle the business that they're about to send you. So do not outmarket your ability to provide impeccable quality service. It will ruin your reputation and you will have destroyed everything that you've worked to build. Now, step number 3, it must make referring easy. Your machine has to be built around ways and provide ways that make it easy for your insurance agents to refer you. It must be authentic and genuine, and it absolutely must not include any selling, begging, or high pressure. See, people do not refer when feeling pressure. So you must create a feeling inside the referral source where they want to give you referrals and where they actually feel bad and guilty if they don't give you referrals. Step number 4, it must be intentional. A system is a process that happens the same way every time, just like clockwork. A system does the heavy lifting for you, and a great system does most of the pre-selling for you. And that's extremely powerful and extremely valuable. It's almost like a trained salesperson. It sets your project managers or your salespeople or whoever goes out on appointments up for success. It virtually eliminates the pressure and feeling of having to pitch, sell. See, I want to give you an analogy that another one of my mentors gave me. I'm a golfer, so it made perfect sense to me. But like playing golf, when the ball is in the hole, that's like when you actually close the sale. The job of your referral machine is to get the ball right up next to the hole, so all that's left for your project manager or salesperson is to tap in a short putt. Knocking on doors and cold calling is like trying to slug the ball in the hole from the tee box, which is infinitely more difficult than tapping in short putts. A well-oiled and finely tuned referral machine primes your clients and does a lot of the pre-selling for you. Step 5, it must be simple to understand, teach, and implement. Our system could literally be implemented by my 10-year-old daughter with no experience required. And I don't just mean marketing or sales experience either. I literally mean no experience of any kind required. Step number 6, it must generate predictable results, not haphazard results. It must produce the same results all the time, every time. It must leave nothing to chance. The success is in the very small details. The most minute mistakes can cause failure. The best way to generate predictable results is with a time-tested and proven system or machine. If I could show you a machine where every time you put $1 in, you got $10 out, you'd be asking me how many dollars would you want to put in, right? As many as you could get your hands on, I bet. Remember what Dan Kennedy told me. He said, no one gets a free machine. So be willing to invest in yourself. If you're not willing to invest in referrals, yourself and your business, then how can you expect potential clients to invest in you or your business? Now, I'm not advocating that you throw money at the wall and see what sticks. No, I'm advocating that you be smart. Be strategic with your investments. I'm advocating that you commit to no longer limiting yourself. Stop holding yourself back. The roofing industry is void of quality professionals who operate with integrity and honorable values. We have one of the worst reputations of any industry in the country. But that fact makes it even easier to set yourself apart and stand out like a beacon in the dark and achieve amazing success simply because of the level of your competition. Here's another rider downer. Always, always, always under-promise and over-deliver. But invest in yourself. Have faith in the blueprint you're being presented. See, I know you're a smart person. If you weren't, you wouldn't be on this webinar. You're already a top 10%er just because you're looking to learn something new. Now let's keep rolling. Step number 7, it must protect your assets, which are your referral sources. The perfect system must allow you to own your referral sources, thereby protecting your assets from any and all outside competition. Our insurance agents tell us all the time about how other roofers will come in and try to get business from them. Our insurance agents tell us that these roofers come in and just throw up all over us. They try to tell us all about themselves, how great their service is, how great their company is. And they just laugh at the roofers after they leave their offers. We absolutely love our competition. Now, the fourth component of a referral machine is that it must take advantage of the incredible power of leverage so you can scale and grow. It must establish a pattern of marketing that can be used indefinitely to attract new business. And it must be simple to duplicate. You absolutely must use leverage when scaling. And your referral machine must work like a ninja and cause your referral sources, without them even knowing it, to want to help you to grow your business. If you don't leverage your referral sources to help you scale up, you'll be doing all the heavy lifting yourself. And each of us can only lift so much before we collapse. And if we collapse, everything we've built comes crashing down on us. The use of leverage can be done in several different ways, but one of the best is to find someone who's already been there and done that. Get a coach or a done-for-you system. And if you've never considered having a coach before, I want you to think about all the successful people who have coaches. Bill Gates says everyone needs a coach. Top performers in every realm of life have coaches, including people like Warren Buffett, the late Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Tom Cruise. Singers have voice coaches, musicians have coaches, and yes, business people have coaches. Whereas people that produce mediocre to average results don't use coaches and mentors. See, everything changed for me when I got a coach and mentors. I still have multiple coaches in my life right now. In fact, I've spent over $100,000 this year alone on my coaches and mentors. Look at what Tony Robbins says. He says, if you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. Guys, I've learned success is not difficult. It's just different. And one of the biggest reasons you need a coach is because we don't know what we don't know. And what we don't know can cost us millions. See, would you put $1 in to get $10 out? Of course you would. And I would gladly put in $100,000 to get out millions. Almost everyone who's achieved extraordinary success has had coaches to guide them and help them achieve results that were not possible on their own. Now, if you've ever seen this image of the path of success, well, it's pretty scary, right? But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a struggle filled with setbacks and frustrations. See, a coach helps you get from the starting point to the goal without all of this mess in the middle. Because we've done it. We've created the blueprint, and we know how to avoid the mistakes, the common pitfalls, the confusion, the pain, and the financial loss. The truth is, most people quit without a coach. They get lost in the mess and give up. But based on you being on this webinar, I think you're a lot like I am. I think you'll refuse to give up on yourself, your business, your family, and your dreams. However, if you're like me, I won't endure hardship unnecessarily. See, I refuse to struggle when it's not needed. That's why I've invested so much money into coaching programs and mentors, even when I felt like I didn't have that money to spare, because it's the shortcut to success. And listen, I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers. But one thing I do know, and that's that I don't know what I don't know. That's why I have a support system and team around me so that anytime I need an answer, anytime I face a challenge, anytime I encounter a problem or don't know what to do, I have coaches and mentors to go to. See, a coach is your hidden leverage that is a secret weapon that 95% of your competition doesn't have. And when you find somebody who's already done what you desire, has achieved what you want, and has a proven system that's worked for them and others, you have to ask yourself, why shouldn't I be their next success story? The only real limit on who you can be, what you can do, and what you can have is the limit you place on yourself. See, I believe you truly have unlimited potential. And I found it's easier to reach our potential if we can keep things simple and easy. Here's what Brandy says on how easy our system is. After a few short training days, I felt completely prepared to start marketing. It's really very simple and effective. I've already had great connections and leads after only 2 weeks of implementing the magnetic referral machine system. I feel confident that what I'm doing is helping to grow our business, and I'm really enjoying what I do. See, we trained Brandy on one of her first days at her new job. She works in the marketing department of a roofing company, and she was hired specifically to market the business. Brandy generated over 100 jobs and over $1 million in her first year using our system. Let's look at what Josh had to say. Josh is a project manager that works for a roofing client I coach. He says, I really don't know exactly how our marketing works, other than we build relationships with agents. It builds a trust between them and ourselves. They put the trust of their clients in our hands to ensure their homes are well taken care of. The benefit to myself as a project manager is that it is an endless flow of potential business, which will provide for my family and helps us attain our financial goals. Josh came out of the auto sales world. See, he was an internet sales manager, and he thought he knew a lot about sales, marketing, and lead generation. But he only knew the same old tired techniques that everyone else is teaching. The same is true in the roofing industry. After Josh went to work as a project manager for this roofing company, he was absolutely blown away at how his company got jobs compared to every other roofing company. And listen, people, I don't know of another person or company teaching what you're learning here. Let me tell you about Lynn. Lynn was a former kindergarten teacher hired specifically to implement our referral machine. She was pretty weak and timid with very little self-confidence. We spent 2 full days training her and supported her with several weekly follow-up calls. We helped her to gain the confidence to market to almost 150 insurance agents. And here's what she said about what we do. She says, I had no sales, marketing, or roofing training or background and knew nothing about any of them when I started with the magnetic referral machine. I knew nothing, but because of this system, I've been able to generate hundreds and hundreds of quality referrals, and it's all because of this system. I am proof this system works. And if I'm not mistaken, her goal is to be at 200 insurance agents before the end of the year for the company that she works for. And this is what we do. We love helping people just like Lynn generate roof replacements without having to knock on doors and cold calls. And I'm excited to share this with you as well. Now, to recap, I promise to show you a simple way to generate referrals. I've stripped away all the confusion, technical mumbo jumbo, and all of the never-ending black holes of internet and social media marketing. And it doesn't matter if no one's ever heard of you. No one had ever heard of me when I started, and now we have over 300 insurance agents referring us roofs. The insurance agents don't care who you are or what credentials you may or may not have. My system will take care of all of that. All that matters is, can you deliver to your insurance agents the results they're looking for? See, I have all the credentials now, but do you really care about that? Do you care about how successful my roofing company is? Or how many books I've written, the radio and TV shows I've been on, how many people I've spoken to, or how many coaching clients I have? No, you don't care about that. All you want to know is if I can help you get your desired result, right? And so do the insurance agents. See, the best way to measure anything is by results. Often harsh, but always fair. You now have a choice to make. You can ignore what you've heard here and continue doing what you've been doing, You can take what you've learned here and go it alone by trying to build your own machine and crush it, or you can act on this information by having my staff and I help you implement. Implement what? The magnetic referral machine system. See, I created this system and I've helped roofing contractors transform and systematize the marketing aspect of their business. Using this system, my company is currently being referred by over 300 insurance agents, and that number is continuing to grow. And I'm very proud of that accomplishment because in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, it's one of the toughest and most competitive markets in the entire country. And I've taken what I've learned and created and been able to share it with my private clients. So let's talk about what's included. It's 100% done for you with 2 full days of live training at your place of business for you and your team, complete with 2 question and answer sessions and 1 mastermind session. Now guys, listen, I am really excited about this because we have never offered this kind of personal, intimate concierge training before. The whole magnetic referral machine system training will be done for you by myself and my expert team. And this completely eliminates the need for you to become the expert and learn it all so you can then train it to your team. Leave that part to us. We'll do it all for you, and we'll even come to you to do it. Also included are 2 Q&A sessions, one after each day to make sure all your questions are answered effectively. We'll leave absolutely nothing to chance. See, informal Q&A sessions are where some of the best training and biggest gold nuggets come from. It's always the meeting after the meeting where the priceless diamonds are revealed. Also included will be a mastermind session where we can drill down and take a deep dive into whatever your biggest challenges are. Mastermind sessions are often responsible for creating synergy that birth million and multi-million-dollar ideas. So here's what we're going to do. If you've been dabbling or spinning multiple plates trying to achieve the desired results, having no time for yourself, or maybe you need specific direction to get focused with a clear and concise path, for a limited time, we're offering an absolutely free strategy call. No more trial and error. Let go of your ego. It's time to stop wasting time because time is the only thing we cannot get more of. Now, I had 2 choices. My first option, I could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many referral systems as possible, but then that wouldn't really incentivize me to really stack the value. My second option requires a little higher investment, but you have everything done for you, so there's absolutely no guesswork whatsoever on your part. Let's look at what Kirk has to say. Kirk joined our program as a brand new business owner. He started his roofing business part-time, and within a few months, he walked away from his job as a manager at a quick lube shop. Kirk knew nothing about roofing, marketing, or business, but he was confident that I could lead him to success. In only his first year, his net income was right at $150,000. And in only 4 years, Kirk has made almost $1 million and has never looked back. Kirk says, I feel that our magnetic referral system we use with our insurance agents is second to none. The agents that we have built relationships with over the years do not hesitate to refer us to their customers, which makes our job as contractors so much easier. The customers already know who we are and are expecting our call because the agents have already built us up as a very reputable company that does quality work. This referral-based marketing that we have implemented is amazing and a win-win for everyone involved, and it beats the heck out of knocking on doors. And he's just one of many that have benefited from my system. So, who is this for? This is for people that want to reap the financial benefits of insurance agent referrals. This is for people that want to fast track your referral generating process. If you're ready to stand out in a sea of industry-wide substandard mediocrity and complacency. This is for you if you're a company of integrity and ethics. Because guys, you must do what you say. Because if not, you will crumble and fail. This is for people who are looking to leverage and find a better way of generating roof replacements. So with this comes a bonus. You'll receive my VIP Client Appreciation Program. Now this program was not only or will not only generate raving, loyal clients who will continue to use you, but those clients will be a constant source of referrals. Not just any referrals, but hot, qualified referrals that already trust you and are ready to spend money with you. Now guys, this normally sells for $19.97, but for the first 30 people, you're going to get this included absolutely free. Now if that wasn't enough, bonus number 2 is our VIP Agent Appreciation Program. This also normally sells for $19.97, but again, the first 30 people are going to get this absolutely free. Because after all, your agents are very important people. And as a roofing contractor, you must realize that your agents have many choices available to them for their roofing needs. Your agents could refer any number of roofers in your area, okay? Your agents must understand that you truly appreciate that they have put their trust in you. While your goals should always revolve around superior quality and excellent customer service, your agents should know that you are always looking for ways to make their experience with you the best experience possible. They must also know that you view yourself as a professional extension of their service to their clients. So again, just to recap, you're going to get 2 full days of live training at your place of business for you and your team. You're going to get 2 question and answer sessions, 1 mastermind session, and bonus number 1 is our VIP Client Appreciation Program, and bonus number 2 is our VIP Agent Appreciation Program. Now, if all this system did was eliminate the feast and famine roller coaster and the frustration that goes along with it, or if it just allowed you to stand head and shoulders above your competition, to never again feel that you have to eat deductibles or pay for deductibles just to compete, to never worry or stress about where your next job is coming from, and to become the trusted authority and expert in your area. Would it be worth it? What's generating an endless flow of roof replacements worth to you? An extra $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 in your bank account at the end of every year? Less stress and strife in your business? Never having to knock on doors again? How about more free time with your friends and family, or the respect and reverence that you deserve? How much would you pay to get this? I mean, just imagine getting an extra 50 roof replacements, even if those 50 roof replacements only netted you an extra $2,000 a roof. That right there is an extra $100,000 a year. You can easily see why some of my clients pay me $65,000 a year or more for private consulting. But this is about determining your best course of action to maximize your potential and wealth. And that can be very confusing, very stressful, and totally overwhelming. I get it. I've been there, believe me. So here's what we've done. If you'd like to eliminate those negative feelings and get crystal clear on a plan, we've set aside some time over the next few days to speak with you personally to create a blueprint on how you can apply these ideas to your business. We'll speak with you one-on-one to craft a specific step-by-step game plan for you and your business, and we'll do this all 100% free of charge. But let me be clear, we will uncover what has been holding you back and get clear on a game plan to reach your goals using our step-by-step system. Now you might be wondering, what's the catch? Are you really giving away free strategy calls? Yeah, we are. And there is no catch. This really is free. Honestly, guys, I don't know where I would be today without the people who helped me and guided me along the way. Therefore, I know the importance and the value of a coach. I'm quite certain I would not be where I am today without the people that I've been fortunate enough to call coaches who have helped me along the way. And honestly, I'm truly a coach at heart. I went to college 30 years ago because I thought I wanted to become a basketball coach. So I guess it's just in my blood. So if you want something more, something different, or something better than what you're currently experiencing, I mean, I'll be completely transparent with you. I still have multiple coaches today because there's still stuff that I don't know. There's still challenges that I run into. And I've always sought out experts or people who have the most valuable information. I don't know about you, but I've learned I cannot be an expert at everything. And when I find someone really good, I don't want to just study their material or their content. I want to get to know them, and I want them to know me. I want a relationship. I'm talking about a student-mentor relationship. So if you want more out of your business and life, if you want to work smarter and not harder, if you realize you don't know everything you need to know, and you realize that you don't know what you don't know, then all you need to do is click the button or go to the website there on the screen at richroofers.com/schedule call, and we'll take care of the rest. Once you do that, we'll get you scheduled for a call, and either I or someone on my team will get on the phone with you to see if we can really and truly help you. Now, we only have a limited number of spots for this over the next few days. I think we only have something like, 15 slots available in the next few days. So if you act quickly enough, you'll have the chance to actually speak with us to get this blueprint into your business fast. Now again, this system includes 2 full days of live training at your place of business for you and your team, 2 question and answer sessions, 1 mastermind session, and bonus number 1 is our VIP Client Appreciation Program, along with bonus number 2, our VIP Agent Appreciation Program. So at this point, I see that you have 2 choices. The first option, do nothing and keep putting up with the roller coaster revenue in your roofing business. The second option is just take several minutes of your time to discover what is truly possible. The real question is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to check this out? Especially if it could allow you to eliminate knocking on doors and cold calling. Or if it brings you a steady stream of homeowners with totaled roofs hunting you down, or allows you to get more jobs than you can handle. And finally, will it allow you to pick the low-hanging fruit that insurance agent referrals produce? So click the button to schedule your free call. Other opportunities for getting more roofing jobs can, flood you with unqualified crappy leads. Been there, done that. I'm sure you have too. Make you an annoying pest versus a welcome guest. Knocking on doors is the annoying pest. Or make you do the grunt work like cold calls, knocking on doors. With my system, you get endless referrals and homeowners are tracking you down. So compare how this opportunity is different from other opportunities for roofers to get more customers. I could go on, but all of these problems leave you stressed and overwhelmed. Now let's compare 2 people. The first person on your left is the person that takes action. They have jobs hunting them down instead of always having to hunt jobs down. They get much higher conversion rates because, obviously, referrals are much more trusting than cold leads. Referrals are also infinitely easier to close because of the built-in trust that has already been transferred to you by the client's insurance agent. The person that takes action has a sales team which is full of pride and confidence because prospects are searching your company out and hunting you down. Prospects have invited you to share your message, and you're not having to sell, and pitch all the time. The person that takes action shows up already positioned as the expert and authority because you've been recommended by an expert or authority, and that is your client's insurance agent. The person that takes action has all but eliminated the competition because you've been recommended by someone the prospect already knows, likes, and trusts. The person that takes action has the insurance agent on their side when going after supplements because the insurance agent wants a satisfied client. They have insurance agents recommending you to other insurance agents, thereby helping you to grow your business and make more money. The person that takes action is now working smarter and more effectively so you can make more money with less effort and can finally start living life on your terms. And finally, the person that takes action is secure and full of peace because you have you have implemented into your business an intentional system that produces the desired result, which is referrals, every time like clockwork. Now, contrast that with the person that does nothing. That person constantly deals with the anxiety of low morale and weary, unconfident, and defeated salespeople who don't like knocking on doors. Deals with the frustration of feeling there is no better option than knocking on doors because that's what everyone else does and feels trapped to keep doing the same. They deal with the despair of knowing the best customers are referrals, and more specifically, referrals from insurance agents, but they don't know how to get insurance agents to refer their company. They constantly deal with the fear of trying something new because they've probably been burned before by someone promising to produce results with the latest techniques and technology. Or how about dealing with the aggravation with high employee turnover, constantly having to start over by training new people, endless hours and money wasted on getting new people trained and up to speed. Or dealing with the inner turmoil from the lack of peace, mental challenge, and pressure to compromise your ethics and values in order to compete with the dozens of other door knockers who are willing to do and say almost anything to get the job. And finally, dealing with the total fatigue from the fear of losing out to unethical contractors who are not playing fair. So if you feel like I've been speaking to you, or you'd like to start working smarter, have homeowners hunting you down, and stand out from the crowd, schedule your free discovery call right now. Simply click the button and we'll do all the rest. Again, you get 2 full days of live training at your place of business for you and your team, 2 question and answer sessions, 1 mastermind session, plus bonus number 1 is our VIP Client Appreciation Program, and bonus number 2 is our VIP Agent Appreciation Program. Now, if you didn't claim your free call, maybe you're content with the roofing jobs you're getting right now. Or maybe you're skeptical whether or not it will work for you. Remember, all you're saying right now is maybe. So click the button to schedule your free call and we'll take care of the rest. Again, I am absolutely nothing special. I don't have any special education. I got average grades in school. I wasn't born with some special wealth gene. But I still get thousands of jobs from referrals every year. So if you want more out of your business and life, if you want to work smarter and not harder, and if you realize you don't know everything you need to know, then click the button right now. And once you do that, we'll get your call scheduled. We'll take care of all the rest. Now, like I said, we only have a limited number of spots for this over the next few days. In fact, I'm looking at the calendar now, and it looks like several of those spots have already been taken. So cool. I look forward to speaking with you. I think we only had something like 15 slots available, so well, we don't have 15 anymore. So if you act quickly enough, you'll have a chance to actually speak with us to get this blueprint into your business fast. Now, in closing, another one of my coaches, the late great Jim Rohn, said, "Life rewards decisive action takers." Now, I've given you a ton of value today, and I'm excited to speak with you because if you're a fit, well, you've seen the results. You've seen what we can do. I'll leave you with this. I heard a quote one time. It said, "Most of the unhappiness in life comes from the regret of what we didn't do or the opportunities we didn't take, not from the ones we did." I know that's certainly true for me. We only get one life, so make the most of it. So click the button now to schedule your free call and choose a time that suits you. From there, we'll schedule your call and get you crystal clear on a path to getting you the results that you want and deserve. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. Bill Chandler signing off.